Hardly Kirk-ing is a pretty fun Simpsons episode. This is the 13th episode of the 24th season. It's directed by Matthew Nastuk. And Milhouse ends up posing as his father, as Kirk Van Houten. And the reason this happens is because Bart does something to Milhouse's hair. He ends up shaving off the top of his head, and he looks like his father. And they realise that if they tie a tie quite tightly around Milhouse's neck, he can sound like his father, so they make him appear taller and do some things that children can't do. And I won't say what those things are because that was part of the fun for me of wondering what they'd get up to next. Most of it was really fun and entertaining and engaging. There was one involving Skinner. And I just think that was kind of boring and not that interesting. But the rest of it I thought was really good fun, really entertaining. I didn't know how this story would end up or what would happen with Milhouse. Would he get bored of being his father? Would his father find out? I had no idea where it was going, and I thought that helped to keep it quite suspenseful. I think the voice acting was great. We have Pamela Hayden as Milhouse and Hank Azaria as Kirk Van Houten, but also voicing Milhouse, voicing his father. And I think that was very well edited. I don't know if they were both in the recording booth at the same time or if their parts were recorded separately. But either way, if anybody knows, please feel free to confirm, but either way it flows really well. And there are times when the voice kind of switches back and forth really quickly. And it was done so very convincingly that it sounded like the same person all of the time. Not that the voice sounded the same, but that the way it was edited made it sound like it was the same person speaking. It flowed really well, so I was very impressed with that. It's a pretty decent narrative. We do have a subplot kind of involving Marge not letting Maggie watch this DVD and then not letting her watch TV at all. She's worried about the effects that will have on Maggie's development, and they go to a bookstore at the beginning of the episode, and Homer realizes he is good at and enjoys the hidden objects books. You know, the Where's Wally and things like that. And there are a few times when the episode leans into that, and we look through Homer's eyes, and it is kind of like we're looking at one of those hidden object apps, and it was quite cleverly done. But I didn't care too much for that part of the narrative. It was okay to be in there, but it wasn't exactly the most fascinating. But it was a good episode otherwise. I think Milhouse was really interesting in this, and as I said, I wasn't actually sure where it was going, so pretty decent. Definitely an episode that I think I'd be quite happy to watch again.